We are the Sister Scientists.
Hi boys and girls, welcome back to the Outdoor Lab in celebration of continuing Earth Day in your own homes, in your own backyards. So we have a few activities that I think could really help to make time at home special and to celebrate Earth Day. So get outside and try to do one of these three activities. The first is to make a poster about reducing, reusing, and recycling so you can really put that artwork to the test and try to put into pictures and words different things that you can do to help for Earth Day. Pick up litter in your neighborhood or your backyard or wherever you go on a walk, but making sure to stay safe and use gloves in this time where we have to be very cautious of what we're coming in contact with. So the second thing is to pick up litter in your neighborhood or on a walk. Okay, so we're gonna go to my front yard for this. We often have a little bit of trash in our front yard. So some things you're gonna need if you decide to pick up litter in your neighborhood or on a walk throughout town or even in your own yard is a pair of gloves. Just to be safe during this crazy time, so make sure that you get yourself your own pair of gloves and are being very safe. And the next thing you're gonna need is something to put it in. So we have our own recycling bin at home, but you're gonna need some kind of container to pick up the garbage that you find and dispose of it later. So make sure you have those two items and you go with a parent on a walk throughout your neighborhood to find the trash. So let's go see what we can find. You can do is plant your own garden in your own backyard that you can sustain for a long period of time, and that can be by planting seeds in a special spot in your backyard or by planting a whole new garden. So take some time to consider one of those three options to do those things in your backyard and continue to spend some time outdoors. If you're looking to plant a garden, you're going to need some help from your parents because you're going to need a few steps that might require some help. So the first thing you're going to want to do is look for an open space that you can dig up and weed and make sure it's nice and clean for you to create a garden space. You can build something to create a garden box, or you can just use the grass in the area that you find and clean it up to make it a good garden area. So once you find that space, you may need to dig up all that was there so that you have some fresh soil to work with. Or you're going to need some new soil that you want to put on top of the area so that you can grow from a fresh spot. When you have your soil all laid out, dug up, and your area decided, you get to pick with your parents what things you want to plant. So that could be vegetables or fruits, or maybe it's herbs and things like lettuce and tomatoes, and whatever your family wants, you have to find those seeds, read the directions, and plant those in the soil. Before long, you'll have an awesome garden with lots of things that you can take from and eat and bring indoors. So it will be a lot of work for you because you're going to need to keep weeding, watering, and checking on your plants, but it'll be completely worth it, and you'll be able to see all of the benefits from planting your own garden at home. Our family had such an awesome time learning about gardening, and my dad took on his own project of an indoor garden called a greenhouse. So I thought I'd show that to you guys as well, just as some extra inspiration for the gardens you're going to be creating yourself. Come on in and take a look. Welcome to the greenhouse. This is a special type of greenhouse that we like to call aquaponics. What happens here is no soil at all, but the nutrients that usually come from the soil to help the plants grow can also come from water, which is a crazy way to think about it. Here's how this greenhouse works. We have tubs of fish here. These are tilapia, just a special type of fish. And when they swim around, they actually give off nutrients from their body. And that nutrients goes right into the water that they're swimming in. So my dad decided to use the nutrients from that water and just bring those straight to the plants and avoid any soil at all. So as you follow the path of the water, you can see that these tubs go into different tubes and the tubes go into different tubs. And this whole process is just to make sure that we take the nutrients from the water and bring it right to the plants. Here we have a few different types of plants that he's already been growing. And you can see that they float right on the water. The water that's full of nutrients and that lets it grow through these different openings in their own little tubs. Pretty cool, huh?
And here we have the man himself who created this amazing garden. What is your favorite part of gardening, or the best part to you?
Sowing the seeds
The
and
seeds?
then watching them grow to maturity.
Awesome.
Watching God, what He created, and just watching the process go.
So whether your garden is big and an aquaponic farm or small and starting with just one plant at a time in the soil in your backyard, it's completely worth it to see all of your hard work pay off each time you have something growing there in the spring. So I encourage you to get started on your own backyard gardens and to send pictures as things start to grow. Don't forget to water your garden and keep checking on it, taking care of it with lots of hard work, and you'll see all of the benefits pay off.